All right, here we are. It's 8 minutes to 2, which means 8 minutes to kickoff. Um, I let Walt fuck up my day. Um, my blood sugar also fucked up my day. So, leg day always pushes my numbers down, especially overnight. It's like it takes a while to kick in or something. I'm not sure. Um, but I had a significantly carb-laden dinner, and I took a mild amount of insulin with that dinner. Otherwise, it would have been through the roof ridiculous, and I probably would have been falling asleep. But somehow I still managed to bottom out at 48. 48. If you're not familiar with blood sugar, I should wake up in the morning and be around 100. I should be around 100 before I exercise. Not 48. 48 is almost can't get out of bed and walk to the kitchen to find something to eat. So at 2 o'clock this morning, I was eating peanut butter and Cheerios. No milk, just straight peanut butter, straight Cheerios. And, excuse me, went up a little, not terribly. I mean, the tendency is when you feel that bad and you got to do something about it, you tend to overdo it. So it's going to go high a little bit. But it didn't go that high. And this morning is the start of a new sensor. Old sensor, new sensor. That might look darker in the light. Yeah, I guess. Because it's already soaked in baby oil, which means it'll probably just fall off while I'm exercising. But it also means that the first several times I scan the new one, I'm going to have to do a blood test. So I've already done 2 blood tests on it since I initiated it. One was a little high, one was a little low, so maybe somewhere in the middle we'll meet soon. Sorry, I'm watching the previews here of the World Cup. Yeah, I got to tell you, if you're interested in the World Cup and watching the World Cup, I'd be interested to know what your opinions of Fox's coverage. I don't think Fox does a great job of covering soccer in general. I want the best commentators, right? I want the people who, I don't want to say know the game because they have people that know the game. There's something cultural about it that the Americans just don't seem to get. Anyway, I'm comparing it in my head to NBC's coverage of Premier League and ESPN's coverage of English football. And it's just not as good. And part of what makes it not as good, I'd love to just say the only reason, but it's a strong reason, but it really isn't. If he wasn't there, I would still say their coverage isn't that good. Fucking Alexi Lawless drives me crazy. Dude, just shut up. Just say what you want to say and get in and get out, as DP likes to say. Dan Patrick. Make your comment and move on. You can see it in the eyes of some of the people that stand there on the stage with him. Or on the, sound stage or whatever you call it. The poor English lady, I don't remember her name, Kelly Smythe or something, I don't remember her name, but she would straight up roll her eyes at the camera at the shit Alexi would say. Or just look at the camera like, are we really doing this? Are we really letting him have the most to say? Yes, he played for the U.S., but he had virtually no European resume. That's the pinnacle. At least Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey. At least they had some English run and German run. God almighty, he drives me nuts. Anyway, he might be on my list of people that if I saw him on the street, I'd punch him. It's a short list, but I think he's on there. Anyway, that's just me being a dick about him, I guess. He might be a nice guy, but I can't imagine being his friend. How many times did his friends say, shut up? Dude, just say what you gotta say. You don't have to be so verbose about it. Calm down, Chris. Anyway, so we have one coming now, 3 matches left, 3 matches left in the World Cup, and then the weekend after that we'll be back to Premier League football, which I cannot wait. But it does look like there's going to be at least 1, possibly 2 Spurs players playing in that last game. So hopefully they can get some rest before they go back to London and gear up. I can't even remember who we play first. I think it's a London derby with Brentford. I'd have to look at the schedule now. I don't remember exactly. Christian Ramirez, is they call him Cootie. Not Ramirez, Romero, sorry. A defender for Argentina. Supreme defender, good player. Reminds me very much of a guy I played with in high school. Just hard-nosed, hardcore, always right on the edge of a foul. So they've advanced, so he's in the final. France wins. Hugo Lloris, goalkeeper for France, and Spurs will also be in the final. So there's every chance that will happen. However, don't rule out Morocco, I guess, because they're sending people home. They haven't been beaten yet. They haven't been scored on, except anybody but themselves. They had 1 own goal. That's all they've given up in this tournament. So if Mbappe is going to win his golden boot, he might just have to do it today. We'll find out. And they just kicked off. So I may or may not talk to you later. We'll see. Okay, I'm back. The match is over and my row is done. It occurred to me when I started that I did not... Sorry for the shake there. I started to say that Walt fucked up my day, but I did too. Weather did too. Unless we have to go somewhere, doctors or whatever, I let him sleep. Just sleep. Sometimes I hear him up, and before I can get out of bed or get to him, he'll go back to bed, which is what happened at least once, if not twice, this morning. Consequently, I didn't give him breakfast till 1 o'clock. Yeah, I had hoped to get up and get going out there to cut the grass before it rained. And now we're getting rain, heavy rain for a few days. So I guess my front yard is just going to be a bushy mess for a while. And then I did something stupid. I decided to row a half marathon while I watched the World Cup match. That in and of itself may not be stupid. The fact that I haven't eaten anything yet today is the stupid part. So, nowhere near my personal best time-wise. About 18, 19 minutes longer than my personal best on a half marathon, which has been several years. I set myself up well. I was prepared for low blood sugar, even though I don't think I ever really got there. I had my glucose tablets. I had some cranberry juice. I had a Prime energy drink and some water. So I'm glad I got it done. Fun? Let's not describe it as fun. A good sense of accomplishment, I guess. And now it's 4:30, and I'm wiped out. I've got some cleaning I want to do, and still have some VA paperwork to work on. Tomorrow's VA video call is for the caregiver program, and I will be giving them a virtual tour of the house, which I hate. The house is not as clean as I would like it to be. Some battles just aren't worth fighting. So I would like to straighten up a few things at least before that time comes. Should have gone to the grocery store today because I thought, oh, I'll do it. I'll go Thursday. But now I'm looking at the weather forecast and I'm thinking I don't want to go then either. I might just have to use Instacart and get some groceries for tomorrow. But right now I'm whooped. I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm hungry, and I'll talk to you later. All right, one last check-in. It's way past bedtime. Sorry for the shakiness I'm holding here. felt pretty rough after that half marathon. Took me a while. I ate probably too much. Maybe not. And then I actually came back for another workout. Not a big one, but a 1K ski and just a little bit of weights. So, good day. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the day after leg day, which is usually pretty brutal. But, yeah. So we got that. We got the VA phone call, and sometime I got to get groceries sooner or later. Probably Friday morning. We'll be able to hold off till then. See ya.